so we could talk about the BET Awards a little bit, which was last night.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
I didn't
man.
watch, but I heard a lot of stuff about it. We posted a lot of stuff on the page. If y'all tuned into the Instagram page, make sure y'all get on that
page. I had the privilege of being able to watch it live, man. I saw how everything unfolded.
Oh, you watched it live?
Yeah, I saw it live, bro. I saw it live.
Nice.
A lot of people are saying, man, this is a ghetto. My own point of view, I must be honest and say I saw it. I don't think it was as bad as some of these people are kind of like dragging it, but it definitely had like a I can't picture Beyonce here kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like
Beyonce ain't sliding.
Definitely like it had that vibe of like, yeah, this is kind of not very professional. And I feel like it's not the first time that this has been with the BET Awards. I feel like whenever they have the awards, there's always some sort of like mistake or unpreparedness or like, you know what I mean? Because even I don't know if you saw, Patti LaBelle did the the tribute for Tina Turner, and she didn't know one word of the lyrics of the song that she was singing for Tina Turner, and she admitted this openly on stage several times. And while
did
singing,
she not rehearse?
Does anybody rehearse for the BET Awards? I guess not. You know, I'm not gonna lie though. Whose performance was really good that I didn't expect, that I actually think they put a lot of effort into it, was Ice Spice. I think Ice Spice did. Yeah, her set was like really. One thing, the first thing I liked about her set is that she didn't have anybody come out, because I thought she was gonna have like Nicki or Cardi or somebody like that.
Yeah.
She did the whole thing herself, and it was all three of her very successful similar songs, and and the crowd was loving it. So I think her set was really good. The Migos tribute thing, where obviously Takeoff and Offset linking back up, that alone was really good. Yeah, but that was good. Busta Rhymes Chief Keef was a little. It was lit if you was like a real Chief Keef fan, but it was very all over the place. Like kind of from what I saw, it was very kind of messy. But he's not really a performer anyway. You know what I mean? Some people don't really focus on their stage presence or their live performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Busta Rhymes tribute, that was interesting. He talked a lot of there, for a long time. I think he had 2 minutes. He ended up talking for like a good 6 minutes or so. And then then they had like a whole this wild, extravagant 10 performances of like intervals of people just coming in for 10 seconds. They had like all the Jamaican performers come. Soulja Boy was there.
Out there.
Spice. Yeah, it was crazy.
So just different performers.
Crazy. Yeah, like Busta Rhymes' set, like it was really strange. His set was like his songs in between other hit songs from the past for as far back as like even 15, 20 years. It was cool though. But like I said, it was a little bit, I feel like BT, they need like a better, I don't know who does their coordination.
I wonder how much Tyler Perry had to do with this, being that he just
I don't think that much. I think it was too late in the game for him to, cause remember, he just caught the shit like last week. I'm sure
said, I think we know what to expect from BT at this point. Poor planning. Execution shouldn't be equated to being ghetto, though.
Right. Because,
we definitely did see some, the execution and all that, that's different from what we've seen, I guess, on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like what I seen, at least, you know what I mean? Because I didn't actually watch the show. I'm just seeing things on the back end. What I did want to ask though is like, what I seen is like a lot of female hip hop artists specifically. Was there a lot more acts than a lot of newer female? Because I don't see too much new hip hop acts, male hip hop acts. I'm seeing more female hip hop acts like new coming.
It's funny you mentioned that, because that was one of the things that like I really noticed last night, because I was seeing female acts that I didn't even know existed.
Pound Sexy
was
Red
there.
Or whatever.
She was in the crowd turning up. She didn't even perform, I don't think, and she was, she had them lit in there.
Talking with my booty hole, bro.
I've been saying to a lot of people from like about 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, I'm like, mainstream hip hop is gonna be female dominated real soon.
Right.
And
do you think it has longevity? Like, do you think, and if so, which one of these females in the game right now do you think have that longevity where they could last?
Oh, not much of them. The only one that I could say that I believe has real longevity is the Lotto chick. That, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the
I
only
think she
one.
won last night, right? She won.
She did. She did
win Best Female Artist or something. Yeah.
I'm not gonna cap on Coi Leray. Coi Leray, I feel like she has longevity.
Okay, but
that's
another thing.
She's been there
brought
for a
up
minute.
Coi Leray too. She's already. I think she's on a different.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She's already been there for a little minute.
Yeah.
So out of all like the real new ones, I'm thinking Lotto is the only one out of all the new ones that's really gonna be like in the industry here to stay. Yeah. As far as females running mainstream hip hop, I feel like that is gonna happen for a little bit. I don't know how long. It's not gonna be crazy long. Like as much as you see like female hip hop artists, all over BET Awards, right? And kind of like all over the internet, social media. Because I really don't see no new male hip hop artists like really running shit. Well, there is some mainstream. I'm talking about mainstream.
Mm-hmm. Regardless of how much of these new like female artists there are, I wouldn't say they all give mainstream vibes. You get what I'm saying? Some of them are literally just riding off of like one hit song that got hit off TikTok. You get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even put them in the possibly mainstream thing. You know what I mean?
True. The only reason I'm really saying mainstream is because the BET Awards. So I don't even know if that's really technically mainstream. I don't know.
BET is becoming this thing where to me I feel like even their credibility kind of is like, because they seem to have a trend of like whoever is popular right now, that's who we're going to put on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Or regardless, even if it was just for that past week that they got hot. You know what I'm saying? Because from BET.
What I want to see from the BET Awards in the near coming future, which if Tyler Perry got anything to do with it, I feel like this will happen. I want to see like more, I guess, merit when it comes to getting awards and things like that, and even invited. You know what I mean?
Oh, like you saying you hope it gets more exclusive, like tighter.
Like to where if somebody wins a BET, I mean, I seen a snippet of Lotto being like extremely excited and happy that she won a BET award, and I think somebody, I don't know if it was a comment or somebody said, "Oh, you so excited."
Don't mean nothing.
Pretty much, like to the where like it don't mean nothing.
You gotta, and like I said, I understand that point. You know what I mean? And I think, part of that, we do it to ourselves in general because, like, and it's not even, I wouldn't say it's just like a black or a race thing with BET because, I mean, at this point, a VMA don't mean shit compared to a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like back when we were kids, a VMA was actually like cool. I don't even think it's like cool now. So,
VMAs I think the only thing, Grammys and Oscars are the only thing that's
at this point
up there.
And even that's because that people that weren't even, because there was a point where to get a Grammy or an Oscar, you had to be like a mainstream artist even. But as the internet and stuff evolved, people were winning Grammys and Oscars. Independent movies are winning Oscars now, and independent artists are winning Grammys. So, that are off of songs that they're making themselves. So I feel like that is a big part of what changed. Who you are is what means something to you is the value of it. Because Lotto, I saw, like you said, she was obviously very excited. And she obviously felt very accomplished for winning it. And I feel like she should be. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gets to go win a BET award. They clearly ain't just giving them out. You know what I'm saying? So, if that's
I want to see
something
more.
That means.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see more of that. More like exclusivity when it comes to winning a BET award. More merit behind it. More like, you know what I'm saying? People standing behind it. I think.
What did you say? They have to do with like. They have to deal with what they get. You know what I'm saying? Because just like any award show, if you're talking about album of the year, because like what they said Young Thug's album might be the first rap album to even go #1 this year, which is a first in however long.
Yeah.
So if it's a bad year, it's a bad year. You gotta do it what you
have. Definitely a bad year for rap. I ain't gonna cap.
It's a bad year, bro. I feel like it's been a bad even 3 years, honestly.
I was talking about the women in hip hop and how it seems like a lot of them are going mainstream and they're running mainstream hip hop. But when you go on the U.S. Apple charts, I think Lotto's song "Put It on the Floor" was like all the way at the bottom, bro. Like not even nowhere near the top. And then all the new song, all the older songs, I think the ones that were running like the Apple charts were all the old songs until Young Thug and Gunna dropped their albums and Lil Durk. And now you see some of those trickle in, but I'm still seeing like. Future, a lot of Future, Lil Baby from that one album, you know what I'm saying, on the U.S. Apple charts. I'm surprised I'm not seeing a lot more of the female hip-hop tracks, but
I think the reason for that is because, like we were talking about earlier, so you'll have artists like Coi Leray or even Glorilla now, who I think they've kind of transitioned into being full-blown mainstream artists, and they get that, not just the exposure, but they get the actual respect and likings of people overseas and these other. I don't think some of these other people, like these people in overseas in Germany or like Russia and all that, Dubai, they're probably not listening to someone like Sexy Red that much. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't have that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They don't see that appeal or that they can't relate, I guess.
That's true. They might not even be seeing it neither. They might not
even be seeing it.
They might not even be seeing it. Yeah, that's true. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
But yeah, and overall, I would say the BET Awards, it was given more BET Hip Hop Awards than it was regular BET Awards.
Hip Hop Awards, cool.
Yeah, it was giving vibes like that. Like, it was a lot more kind of turned up than I thought it would have been. And maybe, like you were saying, I think that if Tyler Perry does change anything awards-wise, I think that might be what he does. He might make them a lot more like, you know, you need a dress code. You have to have, because, you know, you can't go to the Oscars or the Grammys just wearing anything. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and you'd be surprised how a dress code can sometimes alter people's behavior and how they act in a situation.
Sure. Yeah, that's funny. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the dress code that people were wearing. They're like, yo, I can't believe you went to an award show like that.
Yeah, I
feel like if we hold it to a higher standard, we're gonna get more out of it and better out of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they set a standard, a high standard for it. I think there should be a high standard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.